Last time on Lawful Stupid, you're following this path, and there's definitely this oil slick goop on the ground. Mac, with your large bunny ears, you'll hear it first. A gorgeous waterfall, right? It may be 200 feet tall. It's hard to tell. It goes pretty high. But you'll see black goops just kind of like falling through the water and trailing in through and gathering up at a pooling up on the edges of the sides. And at these sides seems to be a large creature, very horse-like in nature. However, its fur is black. As you look upon this creature just drinking at the water, drinking this black goop, it seems to have a horn on the top of its head, but it is seeming to be missing a sharp pointy bit. It seems broken.
Oh no!
Here's the weird part. It seems to come in through your mind, but you each will hear something different. Axel, in Celestial, you'll hear greetings. Mac, in Abyssal, you'll hear be gone. And Balfour, in Sylvan, you'll kind of hear like a weird mix of the two.
Oh, you poor sweet thing, what happened to you?
The child. The mistress. As you look at this creature, it doesn't look good. This black stuff around you is probably a not great time for this thing. However, with that magical horn being missing, in legends and stories you would know of, that tends to be as a source of great power. Unicorns without a horn usually die, but this one seems to still be around.
What do we call you?
You may call me Windstar, but you may not want to be here.
Call me nothing. Get out. You're not wanted.
Cool. I want to cast Create Bonfire on one of the Gloomthorns.
They catch on fire. You will anger the mistress.
Who's the mistress?
The one that holds the power, the one up there. And will turn their head up towards the waterfall.
The one who imprisoned me into this state.
I feel like we go check this out. It's producing the black goop. Maybe if we fix this black goop, then the forest will let us go.
I'm ready.
So when you get to the very top, you can see there's black goop in the water still off to the side. And as you follow these roots with your eyeballs, you'll see a ginormous tree up here. And all you can hear are the sounds of the water as it rushes off the side of the cliff face. Mac, Balfour, you'll notice it's very quiet here.
Too quiet.
This child is the source of the pollution here. Gloomthorns growing out of it. We gotta do what we gotta do, right, boys? We know what we're doing today, right?
Yeah. Burning down whatever is bringing this nastiness in.
Off in the distance, seeming closer, you'll hear the howls once again. You guys have climbed up this hillscape on top of, well, I say hill, cliffscape, to where a very large tree is, where some of the branches disappear off into the clouds. And Axel, you've been sitting up here for several moments as Balfour and Mac Minecraft their way up. Off in the distance, you can see the forest has varying trees of varying heights everywhere, but most of them tend to be pretty tall. However, you kind of get the idea of perhaps a scale as you see maybe 2 or possibly 3 stories of a pointed spire tower type thing off in the distance. It's pretty slim in nature. So definitely a spike of a tower.
Some sort of wicked spire.
Otherwise, other than that being
we were
the
chasing
one weird
a thing. We were chasing that shadow monster, yeah?
What shadow monster?
We were following the goop up.
Yeah, there we go.
It was just the source of the goop. We followed up the waterfall, and we know this to be where back where we started, where the little girl is, right? Like that's this. Are these surroundings familiar to me? Have I been here before?
No, you have not been here before. This tree in front of you is maybe at its diameter a certain amount of feet long.
How many? Give me a number. Google's, how big's a big old tree?
It's about maybe, I think, 160 feet wide. It's a big old tree. When I say a big old tree, it is a big old tree. You can see like the lines and wrinkles of the bark.
What's at the top of this big old tree? Like, if I look up, what am I seeing?
You look
A
up
fucking city?
and you see branches that go up into the clouds. It seems to go on pretty tall.
It's pretty sweet.
How did we not see this when we were approaching?
Well, it's a good question, though, isn't it?
Ooh.
It's the tree to heaven.
I walk backwards toward the tree. But don't look at it.
You can hear the rushing water of the waterfall off to your left-ish, and you can see a lot of goop. You see kind of like a minor waterfall, maybe like 30, 40 feet up, that kind of leaks out from the tree, but there's definitely more of that black goop coming out from it. Ahead of you, there's tall mushrooms of varying colors. Some of them wide umbrella, maybe about 20 by 30 feet. Some of them almost tree-like in height. Some of them small, dancing on the ground. Not actually dancing, just like splattered about. Might as well be clear on that. You do see crystals here and there, kind of randomly throughout the place. So there's no order to them. They're just there. As well as you walk around a bit, the grass is crunchy. Seems dead. Some plants seem black, but if your foot brushed against it, it seems to just wither away to ashes. And maybe 60 or so feet in front, past a few of the large roots that kind of like twist and turn and make kind of a pathway, but not really pathway. There seems to be a set of stairs. Each landing about 5 feet up from the next landing. So about 15 feet of stairs that go up, made out of wood that goes up into a large opening, maybe about 15, 20 feet wide by 15, 20 feet tall, give or take.
Did I hear you correctly? Did you say there's ooze coming out of one of these trees?
It's one tree, one giant tree, lots of roots.
Is ooze coming out of any of these trees specifically? Because I feel like I heard that.
You're still so fucked up. There's only one tree.
There's only one tree. Lots of roots. The mushrooms that are growing around the place are the size and shape of trees, but not trees.
That's what fucked me up. Yep. Missed that part. It's mushrooms. Got it.
Yeah, there's a waterfall and an opening that allows the water to fall out of the tree that has ooze coming out from it, and there's crystals that line it.
It's
all tree that you're looking at.
The waterfall is tree. The tree is tree.
The mushrooms, trees.
Mushroom, those are also trees.
Well, you know what? I'm out of this fucking forest. I'm in the tree now. So I have changed locations.
I live in the tree.
Yep.
Let's
go
move
in.
forward, right? Yeah. I say, Balfour.
We must cleanse this tree.
Could you use your
fire?
divine? Could you use your divine senses to make sure we're heading towards our quarry?
Yeah, and I will kind of, touch my trunk to my forehead and determine based on that if there is any, undead, fiend, or, celestial. Obviously, I know celestial in that area. Within 60 feet of me. Once I get to the opening. I want to be in the opening and then activate.
Yeah. Sorry. Trying to pull up various things.
She's got a map. You're 61 feet away. Ooh.
Oh, gosh, dang.
Did you hear how big this tree is? There's like 4 different cities in these branches, okay? She's got to pull up some maps.
Okay, once again, we're 160 feet wide. Let's calm down about multiple cities.
If this tree falls, it definitely makes a noise if no one's around.
If your city's 160 feet wide, that's a town. That's a village,
For
perhaps.
fairies. Much smaller.
I feel that.
It's like a town for ants.
Now they've been eating these Mario mushrooms.
Town for
That's true.
This is a town for ants.
Sorry, I wanted to get some of your pogs in place so I can see where you guys are and visually
I'm over
be
there.
able to tell you where you are.
I better be a slammer. Not even a pity laugh? Fuck you guys.
I didn't hear it. I guess I missed it.
Yeah,
I said I better be a slammer.
Oh, a slammer. That's good. I like that. Slammer.
That is good.
So Balfour up front, then Mac, then Axel?
Yeah, it's Mac, Axel, Balfour. I'm the sandwich.
Max will fall.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They are the bread.
You guys go up these stairs, and the railings are made of fallen down trees, perhaps maybe branches or even roots of this large tree. It seems to match pretty nicely. It's intricate in design. It weaves in and out, and you go up each step to each bed of landing, and as you Hey-Bon, make sure about things. As you go on and reach to the opening, and Balfour has the divine sense on to see where things could be. You do pick up a creature, and Mac, as you get to the top of these stairs, you'll actually see the creature right in front of you.
What kind is it?
Cool.
Tell me the kind.
Balfour, you'll pick up on the sweet, heavenly scents, almost like cake and biscuits, cookie-like of the divine.
Well, we gotta eat it.
Like nectar, yeah. But you also pick up foul odors of
Oh yeah, that's right.
brimstone and sulfur. A mix of the two kind of swirling together.
Smells like cookies and farts.
Yep.
This is familiar. As if talking to our friend.
And as you speak, you see this creature, Mac, that's right in front of you, and Axel, as you get to the top of the stairs too, or can see over.
It took me a while.
There seems to be a large being, maybe about 15 or so feet tall, inside.
I'm gonna go ahead and tap my mace to my shield. Ding. It's gonna see a little glow of the shield, just kind of like an extra filmy kind of light goes over it. That's just me. Give me a +1 to AC for right now using my Blessing of the Forge.
Sounds good.
I'm going to button up my sweater. And now I'm ready for a fight as well.
Everyone gets ready for a fight.
Let me fight. Where is God?
Dead.
Bring him to me.
You look at this large creature in front of you, and they seem to be dressed in robes made of leaves, intricate designs in there. Some of it speckled with black patches, kind of circular in nature. The feet and the arms you can tell are more bark-like in nature, and as you look up at the face as it turns to you, it has almost antler-like things on its head, but looks more branch-like. Furs and bushes around its neck of yellow to kind of ashen-colored foliage. As well as its eyes, a glowing red with black teardrops down its eyes. Some of the branches on its head you can tell are dripping and oozing with the black goop, kind of shiny and iridescent. And it turns to look at you. Some of the leaves crumbling from it.
Real quick, how many arms?
2 arms that you can see.
Never mind.
2 arms. 2 arms in the.
He's gonna romance it with 4 arms.
Other things in this room that you'll notice, because everything's really large. There seems to be a fountain to your left, where the arms of this being are in. From this fountain, there are little statues of wood, perhaps, that spit out water laced with this black goop. Kind of intertwined and tangled as it splashes down into the pools below. And the water fills this and leaks out of the tree, off into the waterfall that you saw outside. Some glowing crystals standing tall at the water's edge. Inside, there seems to be something 25 feet up, maybe like a platform, as other platforms kind of start from ground level and goes up with little stairs from the floor to the platform, from the floor to the platform. Perhaps made so a creature like this can use a big set of stairs, while a little creature can use a smaller set of stairs. There are plants in here, all in some form of decay, not as green and lush as they should be. The vines kind of slumping from where they hang off of various bits of furniture in here. There's also a table against a wall and a large chair, a smaller chair, and a set of stairs that go up onto a table desk. If anything's up there, hard to tell where you are from the ground.
I just want everyone to know, so far I've pretty much hated this forest and its magical fuckery, but this is a pretty sweet place. Am I the only person just impressed? Okay.
I can't take my eyes off the creature.
Could I get a perception check, just so I can give you one more detail if you guys do see it?
I'd love to give you a perception check.
I'd love one more detail.
Mac rolled a
I'm
19.
not going to get it today. That's a 7 for Balfour.
We got a 14.
And what did Matt get?
A 19. Just the wee.
19.
We are literally 2 motherfuckers.
Balfour, you see the grand space of the amazing room. You'll even notice the details on the floor. Like the rings of the tree that are here tells you it's an old tree. But the designs and carvings there as well seem to be naturally formed. Axel, you'll pick up the same thing. It's very large and grand. A lot of dead, dying things. A lot of that goop coming out from the mouths of the figures in the fountain. You'll notice the detail of the fountain figures being little frogs. Seem playful in nature. as they all kind of like spit things out. Mac, you'll notice from where you are that one of the statues has like a yellow gem in its eyeball, whereas if you look to the statue next to it, the one eyeball you can't see because they're all off in different directions and you can't see the full flat of the face. The other eyeball does not have a gem in it. As well as in the center, it seems to form a bowl.
Not for nothing, gang, but those statues over there, one weird me out, and two, there's a yellow gem in one of their eyes, and they're all surrounding a bowl. That's very ritualistic to me.
Indeed.
The giant tree slowly comes out from, like, their arms coming out of the pool of water. Some of the black goop surrounding their hands. Water kind of dripping off the edge and a little bit pooling over as they kind of like bring it with them. Turn to you.
Mac's gonna nudge Balfour forward. Go ahead, bud.
With a passive 17 investigation, is there any chance that I can kind of get a feel for how these items you've described relate to each other? Like put the pieces together?
With a passive 17, the stone eyeball, the yellow gem eyeball seems out of place. In this room, compared to all the greens in here. The bowl, a little hard to tell, especially from where you stand and how kind of high up that thing is. What its purpose is, you probably should get closer.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'll step forward with my kind of shield up, mace kind of behind, like, we come in peace.
I'm backing away from Balfour.
I'm behind Balfour, maybe like 10 feet.
I'm 20 feet behind Balfour now. I just start walking real slow. I'm like walking in place, like, oh yeah, I'll catch up, guys.
No, I'm on my way. You know this old guy's got slow.
In Sylvan Balfour, it comes out very slow. Are you here for the festivities?
Sorry.
Mistress said some guests may arrive.
Yes, we are here to clean the pool. She said you could take a break and get some other things set up.
Could you roll me a deception?
What about persuasion? This is going.
Are you here to clean the pool?
Kinda.
Yes, absolutely.
In a way.
In a way.
I want to stop the mucky muck. I'll do whatever you want me to.
Full of clouds.
Sorry, I gotta think over this creature and what they know of the mistress on whether or not they would think that's a lie or...
Well, let me say this. Is it not the way of the Fae to lie without lying, to tell the truth in such a way that is deceiving? If anything, Devin's playing along and she get inspiration.
That also assumes you're talking to a Fae, my friend.
It's a
We're
tray.
in their house.
This is a
We're
tray.
We're in the Fae
not a
house,
Fae.
dog.
This is a tray, not a Fae.
Can be a Fae tray.
Listen, it's a difference of +2.
I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
say
go
just
with
go for it.
deception.
Am I a liar? Be a good liar. I roll a 16.
That's how you preach.
This is my deception. Just when I thought I said I like I said she put his hands in the water and said go away. Or does he?
I felt like Shane and I are looking for this like God move where they just wipe out Balfour, and I'm gonna be the next shield until it gets to him.
Mine blows up and you catch it.
It's
Balfour's gone.
Thanks.
I am uncertain of the pool cleaning. She says that guests are to participate, not help set up.
Yes, but aren't you tired?
No, I am drinking, I suppose. As a good host, I should offer you some water.
Yes, but this water appears to be unclean.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, Avon.
There's a slow turn of the head to the water. But yes, Shane.
I'd like to. I'd like to prepare an action.
Yeah, you can prepare an action.
I would like to, as he approaches the water.
Oh, he hasn't moved. He just turned to look at you, and he turned back to the pool.
I didn't say I said, "Hey, Avon," not "Hey, creature." Then I use my young voice, not my.
Yeah. No, I'm letting you know
my
about this
delicious,
creature.
sexy, sultry young voice, not my old, withered,
Sexy voice.
prune voice. Also sexy voice.
voice.
Sexier voice. He's turning towards the water, right? And
Yes.
he wants to give it to us.
Right now he's looking at the water because you said it's dirty, Balfour.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
And
If he
remember,
makes
it
a
is in
move to the
Sylvan.
water, let me know.
Oh, yeah, it is in Sylvan, so only I get it, right?
Oh, okay.
Though we do understand
I don't
how
speak
slow
that
it is.
I think I would. Yeah,
I understand him moving towards the water.
I
Yes.
would
That's all I care
relay to them in the times he's like, because it would take me 10 seconds or less to relay as he's 3 words in. I would do that.
That's true.
Yeah.
The most easy
Yeah,
translating job in
it's
the
fine,
world.
It's fine. Yeah.
He's starting to say grow.
How's the weather? Yeah, no, hold on. Yeah, it's fine. Just forever.
Yeah. Yeah, so what is he looks at the water, but he doesn't reach back in. His hands are to his side and kind of one resting on the edge of the fountain wall.
Okay.
And looking at the water, he speaks out towards it and slowly turns his head back to you. The water seems fine to me.
Okay, here's the deal. We are germaphobes. We like for things to be clean. Good host, from our perspective, would clean this water up. Can we do that for you? Can you don't even have to do it. We'll do it for you.
Make your persuasion roll.
Water, man.
Would you say roll another deception?
Persuasion. You're
Oh,
trying
persuade,
to persuade him to allow you to clean the water.
Oh wait, I get. What does this mean? Nope, just proficiency. I get a 14.
Okay. If you insist, though, if it makes you happier to know, you may look and clean what you must. I shall go get the cups.
Ah, thank you very much. Yes, that is good.
Very slowly, you'll see this creature move from the pool fountain towards like the large table in the room. And for you guys, for as a perspective to know about how far that is, it's maybe like 60 feet away from the fountain to the table for him.
Does he walk as fast as he talks?
He doesn't walk very fast at all, actually. If you were to look at it in D&D terms about how fast of movement, it's about 15 feet per turn. Kind of fast.
Okay.
I mean, he is a large creature, so he does get a little further than usual, but just to give you the visual of each footstep, and each footstep comes with a loud thunk. Trailing behind him, there is some like black goop that kind of like drips from his fingers onto the floor and kind of like into the wood grain below. But he slowly starts moving.
Mac's gonna head to the fountain.
Yeah, you guys can walk to the fountain. As he walks away, he continues talking. He'll finish the sentence by the time he gets to the table. But just so you know very quickly, he will ask, or he'll say, "It's rude of me. What do I call you by?"
He specifically phrased the question in such a way that you can just say what your name is.
I am Baltu.
Baltu. You guys would recognize the name. When he says it out loud, it's a name.
Yeah, you can call me Bal3.
I don't speak Sylvan.
Devin has been translating this to us. Or Balfour's been translating in the middle of these guys' long-ass sentences.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. I'm Bal 1.
Bal 2, Bal 1, and Bal 3. Alright.
No relation.
Weird, huh? Alright, I want to climb up on top of this fountain. I want to get a better look.
We just met this morning.
I want to get a better look at the water and goop that these things were shooting out. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Specifically, I want to know how many frogs there are. And are they the source of the goop? Or is the goop coming from the waterfall?
Yes. I understand it to be both.
I thought maybe the frogs were feeding the waterfall.
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't get that. So.
I thought maybe the tree was feeding the water.
I'm not sure. I don't have a good grasp of the verticality here.
I think it's the tree.
Okay, so
yeah, confirmed.
Well, I'll get through the description. I did send an image to chat, just to kind of help out.
Appreciate you.
So this fountain you look at, the edges seem to be about 5 feet tall for this wall. Remember, it's a large creature. So this fountain is in proportion to a larger creature. The first wall, that's the lower ring, is 5 feet. It goes up like another foot taller for like little, maybe 2, 3, 4 feet for like a secondary pool within the fountain. And like above that sits above it, are 3 frogs that are spitting out water that fills the fountain, that fills the waterfall that goes out the building.
Yep.
There are 3 frogs. They're kind of like playful in nature, as they kind of like are standing. If you walk around like the perimeter of the pool, you can tell that two of the frogs have the yellow gem in their eye, each one in their right eye. Hard to tell with the third frog that points out towards the waterfall out the building because you cannot walk around the tree to see that frog's eye. But maybe assumably there is one there. Who knows? They are spitting out this black stuff. You don't know what's going on there.
What would you say is the diameter of the frog's mouth?
Maybe about... I'm getting like head shakes of no's, don't do it, and now I'm worried.
I need to know for tactical purposes.
Make it huge and you win.
Not recreational purposes.
We're gonna...
Go ahead and name this in the book.
So in case you're wondering, if you want to be a boxy patient, you can see Devin and I having wordless conversations between each other as Ava and Shane are playing the game.
Are setting up traps for each other to fall into.
I don't know. Perhaps like 3 feet, give or take. I don't know, basketball hoop.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was figuring. So, in the spirit of basketball,
Basketball in there.
what I'd like to do is... Oh, I guess you can't do that anymore, huh? Never mind. I was in D&D 2 brain. I was gonna magic missile the dark. You can only target creatures with magic missile now. Did you know that?
What didn't know that?
So you can't put a magic missile in each of those frogs' mouths because they're actually not creatures. Because they're
they're not creatures. It's just wood.
Oh, actually, hold on. Can he magic missile those frogs?
No.
All right, they're not creatures.
It says creature in the
We use
spell.
game mechanics.
Each hits a creature of your choice that you can see.
Yeah, no.
But if they were creatures in disguise, like mimics, it should have worked.
I see.
I mean, if you want
Or
to waste
you-
the spell slot, you could try.
You cast
I'm
one
not gonna
person
stop you.
on a demon, and they're like, "I'm not a person."
As for the bowl in the center of the 3 of the frogs, if you plan to go through the fountain to climb up there, you may. Hard to tell how deep the water is for the first level. It does seem a bit lower down than the 5-foot wall, so maybe like 3 or 4 feet up from where the ground is where you stand from
Yeah,
before.
but that thing could be bottomless. Don't let her trick you into it.
That would be so silly.
It's about 8-ish feet
I would love
from
it.
the edge of the pool to the next wall, but the wall is a little bit thinner if you wanted to make the jump.
I'm going to send
otherwise, this
Sora
is you
up to
guys.
that third frog that's facing away, and I'm just going to give her instructions. Hey, be a dear and go tap with your beak the 2 eyes, and I'm going to listen to if they're both stone sounding or if one sounds like a gem.
So Sora goes over to Fly. Little caw in response. Like, yep, got it, boss. Kind of style.
As one does, yep.
Taps one eye. Sounds like wood. Taps the other eye. Sounds like a gem.
All right. Okay, good. So all of them... This seems simple, right? We just take the gems out of the eyes.
That's a solution. Oh, isn't one of the eyes different? Isn't one of them only yellow? Didn't I get that off a roll? Is the other things are green, but the one of the gems is yellow?
The entire thing is made out of wood. The gemstones are out of place.
Right.
Got it.
But are all the gemstones the same color?
Yes.
Okay.
The third one, hard to tell. You can't see it, but you can
I
assume
mean,
it.
we make an assumption, whether that's good or not.
Yeah.
Or Fine, Mac does.
As the tap of the gemstone happens from Sora, the large tree fella starts to turn from the table and is like, "What are you doing?"
We are trying to polish the frogs for the party.
You can roll deception again?
No, I really want to do.
Your polish?
All
what?
Right. We'll polish the eyes. Yeah, I'll polish wood. He doesn't know. He's stupid. You know what? He's a dumb idiot. Let's roll it.
Roll deception. Move on.
You can polish my wood.
There it is.
And polish my rock.
Got there. Deception. Where did you go? Here we go. Boom.
It would lie to you about where it went.
Bunch of 9. Did I say frogs? I meant frogs' eyes. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
One does not polish wood. Are you done cleaning to your satisfaction? He begins turning. He has like some small objects, maybe in his hand, who knows. It's slow.
That guy's about to throw something real heavy at us. Do we deal with the eyes? Because that's where the ooze is coming from.
What are the yellow gems?
Party decorations from the mistress. And he starts lifting his leg to start walking your direction.
Oh,
it's a slow process, but he's coming.
I'm gonna hit my good friend Mac with the old message and be like, "Have Sora get the eyes while we distract him, or get the stones." You know what I mean?
Mac. Oh, I can respond, right? Will do. And
also Titania flies off of my hair and goes in that direction. But I go, "Oh, what do you have there? Glasses? What is that?"
And Sora is going to go start removing these gems from the statues, if possible.
Okay, so Sora, what is Titania doing?
Same.
Same thing?
There's 3
separately
of them, so
or together?
I'd say together. Separately. I would say they'll start separately.
Well, 2 swallows work together to carry 1 coconut. Okay.
Well, I'm just thinking if they're hard to take out for the bird's strength level.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
But if it pops off real easy, then they go split.
Cool. I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative because timing does matter. Whether or not you do fight, that's different, but we'll see how things go.
Hey everybody, it's your sweet and sour Uncle Shainsaw here, interrupting the show for a minute to tell you about my new book. Blair County is a cute little book, packed to the brim with charm. Cal is a farmer from the idyllic small rural community of Blair County. When his father passes away, he is forced to return home from college in the big city to take over the care of his family farm. He struggles to get by, but he is content to fill his days with the ease and comfort of his friends and neighbors. However, peace can't always last, and the change of the seasons brings with it those with wicked hearts who look upon the magical energy running beneath the sleepy town with hungry eyes. It's a classic tale of a town banding together to protect their homes from harm. With plenty of magical charm, action, a love triangle, twists, and more, I guarantee this book has a little something for everybody. So come on in, take a load off, and enjoy a little slice of Blair County with me. Available for purchase now on Amazon.com or read for free with Kindle Unlimited. Link in the description. Now, back to the show. You've rung the bell. It's on, Avon.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
in turn-based mode.
I
It
need
doesn't stop
timing.
until the bell rings again.
All right. Mac, for the first time, has rolled a good initiative, 24.
Wow.
Axel rolled a 22. I'm very spry.
Bow 4 rolled a 4.
Named him just for that. You should have named him Bow 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crit every time.
I'm going to assume your little companions are on your turn, as we've always
right
ruled
after
it.
my turn.
I will have the birds go first because that is what's going to set off the initiative, and then we'll go into initiative.
All right.
So Titania and Sora may both roll a strength to try to get this eyeball out.
If it's just the same, I'd like Titania to take the help action on Sora, so Sora just rolls with advantage.
You guys did say they were going to do separately first unless they found out it was hard.
Oh no, I thought we said I completely got the other. I thought we were working together.
Well, I thought we were
never
too,
mind.
but then
we'll
I
roll
said
separate.
that one, and we just kind of ended. So I don't really.
Okay, whatever.
Okay.
That's what
You
I
know
assumed was happening.
That's okay.
It does not bother me.
Yep. All right. I'll roll.
They probably have the same strength score. I got a 19 on the die. I feel good about
Yeah.
that.
Well, you did all right. Sora rolled a 10.
Strength is -4 for an owl. So that's a 15.
Yeah, so it's a 15 and a what for Sora?
10. It's 25 overall. Not bad. Not bad. Above average.
Both birds have a really hard time trying to get it out, though Titania kind of manages to like find a little opening in hers. So maybe if you just get a little harder, you might be able to.
So here's the thing: you guys all know how to deal with the rabbits, right? Now there are creatures on the stones. Never mind.
Sorry, that one didn't hit. I don't.
To deal with the rabbits, you get behind him and put him in a full Nelson, and then Piccolo hits you in the chest with a special beam cannon. I can magic missile
right. Okay, I know
the
what I
stones now because there are creatures on them. I just have to kill our birds. Just like you kill Goku to murder rabbits
That's
with a
fair,
special beam cannon.
actually.
It was a deep cut. It was weird. Don't worry
Well,
about
I
the
heard
structure of that
rabbits,
joke.
but I
I'll
couldn't
work
get the
it out.
whole
Our
thing
Dragon Ball
together.
Z guys will get it though.
Yep.
Okay.
You're the smartest of us.
So they'll be working together on their turns. Mac, you're first.
All right, let me just look at my map here, okay? So I've got this wall in front of me that's about 5 feet.
Yes.
All right. So, all right. What Mac wants to do is jump up onto the wall and then try to like jump the distance to the next wall. Like I'd prefer not to get wet. And I want to get up there. I want Mac to get up on those statues and start pulling for eyes as well.
5, 10. What's your strength? So I can.
13.
Because sometimes
You
you
got a
can just make
specific
the jump.
modifier for
Yeah.
jumping. I
Yeah,
think
there's-
to a Haragon.
I believe it's the big number is how many feet you can jump standing, I think. I'll go look it up.
I mean,
You think with the
Yeah.
amount of times I've looked up how often one jumps, like I would know it by now? I don't.
yeah. I think it's like you can
Do you
jump.
have any modifier to it as a Haragon?
No, but I have an ability that I can jump a certain distance, so I can jump
I thought
10
in
feet.
addition to that, they also had a ratio that was like their jumping distance, their standing and jumping distance is tripled or some shit.
No.
So a long jump with 10 feet of movement, which will kind kind of be hard to do on the side of the fountain.
Not what I was explaining.
Would be your big strength score number, like
so 13.
if it's above 10 or 13. But if it's standing, it's half of that.
Yeah, so I could easily jump
6.5
onto a 5-foot wall.
Or that's the high jump. You make a high jump. You
because I thought the outside
3
wall
plus
was
your
5
strength
feet above the
modifier
ground.
if you move.
You
at
don't
least
need
10.
to straight air hop that. If it's 5 feet tall and you're how tall
No,
are
I'm
you?
not
Like
trying
4.5?
to-
To air hop it.
You're trying to jump from the edge of the fountain to the next minor fountain, yeah?
Yes. Yeah. How far away is that?
You can make a cross jump, but because it's a little higher, you also have to make a high jump. But let me just make sure you can.
Well, couldn't I just jump and then grab a ledge and then climb up and then jump again? Like this doesn't have to be one giant
Yes.
move. If I have to do it in a couple turns, it is what it is. Because I don't want to be in the water.
Yeah, no, I get you. I'm just making sure you can do it. Because there are rules.
Wait, hold on. It's 15
so 3
apart.
plus your strength.
And I can. And how tall is it from the water?
So the
next
first wall is 5 feet. The next one is about 3 feet from the 5, so it's 8 feet.
So it's 8. Oh, it's 8 total. Okay.
Yeah. When you make a high
and that'll
jump,
get me up basically right next to the frogs, right?
you'll have to do one more to get up to the frogs. So I'm just making sure you can.
Yeah, but
move.
I'll be. Well, I can I can at least get to that next tier. Because I can jump 10 feet. Like I ain't worried about that. Because I have the Herringon ability to jump 10 feet. All right.
Yeah, you can do it. Everything's good. You can do it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then I guess I just want to jump over there and I want to start making my way up towards the statue to take the gems out as well.
You can even climb on top of the statue too.
Okay.
And you'll be right up on the eyeballs with your movement and your jumping.
Perfect. I do request that I get to climb on the frog to where then like Matt can just put his head on top of the frog and watch the fight.
That would be the frog pointing towards the door in the
table,
room.
yeah. Yeah, cool. All right. I'm good with my turn.
Cool. You make it all the way up onto the frog. Is Sora helping Titania? Is that where the advantage going?
Yeah.
Okay.
We already rolled for that and didn't do well.
No, that was before. That's the thing that set it off. They get that turn and then combat. And now it's
she
top
gets
of the line.
another turn. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she'll use the help action to Titania, so Titania can rip it out.
For
Shane
sure.
rolls better than me.
Nailed it.
Now with me reading the rules, I put away the screen I actually needed to look at. Axel, your turn.
Does it look like this treeman has been aggroed?
Potentially, yes. He's just moving towards you. Hard to read his expression. He has red glowy eyeballs. No other facial expressions.
Think of how
to
long
go.
it takes for our friend Malfurion to change his facial expressions.
Yeah, I can't wait around for that. I'm going to go ahead and I will put my hand down into the dirt and up from the ground right in front of the treeman will erupt a big hand of earth and soil. But then I'm going to take out my quill and I'm going to write in the air ancient glyphs from my spell book, and I'm gonna change the component. I'm gonna go secret technique flame, and then the hand will erupt into flame as I change its damage type from bludgeoning to fire.
It is made out of tree, just so
That's
you know.
fucking
The
cool.
ground isn't dirt. The ground
That's
is
fine.
tree. Okay,
That's
just making sure.
I place my hand on the ground, and then all that stuff happens, and a big tree made out of wood comes up, but then it catches a flame.
Okay.
That's fucking cool.
And then he makes a strength saving throw.
Yeah, certain rules I have to make sure are okay. Strength saving throw?
Correct.
Does an 18 beat it?
It sure does. So the hand's just gonna, instead of making a grab towards him, it's just gonna go flat style, like you're a crossing guard. Just be like, but we haven't had our refreshments yet.
Is it a save or suck?
Yeah, it's a save or suck.
The flames kind of like wisp around it, not catching anything on fire, surprisingly. As you try to go and smack him about in a way. And hard to tell on this turn, because it's not really his turn, but the cups start falling from his hand as it slowly turns.
Oh no.
Not the cops.
And they'll hit the ground with a wooden thunk.
And I'll try to position myself 60 feet away.
Okay. I know the birds are working on the thing. Could Titania get me an advantage for strength to try and get this rock out of the eyeball?
Absolutely.
As both birds try to peck and claw and scratch
That's
it.
a modified 0.
At advantage?
Yep, modified 0 at advantage.
Dang. And I was just talking about how good you roll.
I rolled a 2 and a 4, and it's -4.
Dang.
Yeah. Both of them are trying to claw at the wood, and they're just kind of like scratching all the way around it, barely like able to do something with this stone here. Maybe a lot of feathers fluffing in the way.
What Titania's going to do is she's going to pull one pinion out and with her beak, and she's actually going to roll sleight of hand to get this out with a little finesse instead, because dexterity's way higher than. Okay, it's just a joke.
Okay, we'll see how you go on your next turn. Right now it's the tree man's turn.
She picks locks like that. She's actually a rogue.
Cool. Okay. He can't do that yet. What he does do is you see him move 15 feet towards you guys.
As a point of reference, he's a large-sized creature, and my hand is still there. So he has to go around my hand. Because
Okay.
they can't occupy the same space at the same time.
How large is
if
this
he's
thing?
only got, it's a medium-sized creature, so it would take up one square. He just has to go around the hand, which with only 15 feet
And
of
that
movement
matters since
means
he's
that he can
so
only
slow.
move forward 10 feet rather than 15.
Well, for him to go around
the
it,
side first.
yeah, he'll move around this large thing in the way, but it's definitely a look towards you guys in a slow motion, and I know 6 seconds per round. He'll finish the sentence the next round, but it starts off with you can't do, and that's where that's his 6 seconds of where I'm going to count it.
This to me on my birthday. That's what the party's for.
On the day of my birth.
Balfour.
So what I've picked up is that Mac is how far into the fountain from us? I'm standing on the outer ring, and he's tried to jump into that second ring.
He made it up to the
what,
frogs.
30?
Like, you saw that little
Yeah, I'm
bunny
on up to the
guy
top
get
of the
onto the
frogs.
wall, hop over to the next wall, onto the next thing, and scamper up on top of a frog.
Is he within 30 feet of me?
I think so. Give me a second. Yeah, he's within 30 feet of you.
But Axel moved 60 feet away?
I'm 60 feet away from the treeman.
Is he within 30 feet of me? Is Axel within 30 feet of Balfour at this point then? It's like he could be at a triangulation if he's coming across the room. He could still be that far away. I say all that to say, I'm trying to bless you guys. Just want to bless you.
So, point of order, it's just so I know which way, because I know Axel wanted to move away. There's into the corner, which puts you 60 feet away from the treeman, or out the door 60 feet away from the treeman, and that's about...
I don't need to be exactly 60. I would go to where the door is, how far back that is. I just want to put some distance.
Yeah, you would have been able to do that.
I'm not going to go into a different room while they have a fight.
I know, it's out the door, down the stairs, kind of way. Because
maybe if I could just peek around the corner, that would be dope.
Yeah. His movement would have been towards you to get around the thing to get to the fountain.
How big is the entrance to the stairs? Is it big? Is it smaller than the treatment?
No, it's about 20 feet wide by about 25 feet tall.
Got me.
For now.
But yeah,
No,
Axel
I
could
won't
definitely
leave the
still
room.
be in 30 feet from how movement worked.
Cool. We're blessed up.
Great. So then I'm able to just kind of whisper some blessings onto actually 3 creatures. So I'll hit Titania. She's pretty close. I'll hit Titania as well. Boom, boom, boom. And that's going to give you guys, whenever target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or the saving throw.
You know you can give it to yourself, right? You're a creature.
I'm good.
Okay.
And with that,
From your ear, Balfour, you get a little tug. It's like, where do you want me to go? Do I stay here? She brings out her toothpick.
I'll say, do we confirm that there is like a jewel in a frog's eye that's away from us? I'll say, go help Mac.
Okay. And me will be effectively on your turn right now, and go to aid Mac on his turn.
Use the help action to Mac.
Mac. Surprise, surprise, it's your turn.
I've been thinking about
Surprise,
this.
surprise.
So what Mac would like to do, perched up there, is pull out one of his daggers.
Yeah.
And he's proficient with woodworking. He just doesn't have any fucking tools on him. But he's gonna try and position his dagger in between the gem and kind of work it out, kind of carve it out as much as he can, and then lever it away to try and pop it out.
Yeah. Roll me. You know what? You got woodworking. You're kind of working your way through it. You also had advantage with me helping you out. Just roll me your dagger.
Like an attack?
Yeah, like an attack. Not an attack. I know it's not an
Plus
attack,
4 on
but
those, you're
roll it like
blessed.
an attack.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's fine. Hold on. I gotta equip my dagger before I can attack with it. I guess I could just roll a 1d6 then, or 1d4. Anyways, moving on. And do I get advantage on that?
Yes. There's a lot of good things happening there, and that's why I'm going with those modifiers.
17. To hit.
17 to hit. You guys, with some effort, you managed to pop it out. This little gemstone in your hand, and as you pop it out, the little subtle glow that was kind of around the ring of it that you could see working up close with it, Mac, it stops, as well as the goopy black substance starts to sputter from this frog's mouth you're on.
I put that gem in my bag. I don't want to keep holding it. That seems dangerous. So that's my action. With my movement, I'm going to jump over to the next frog that Titania and Sora aren't working on. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to have me kind of follow me.
Yeah. She'll give you a little nod in response. And just like quickly zip over as you both make it to the other frog and climb on top. It'll be the one facing out of the waterfall. And there is, in fact, a little gemstone where you guys all assumed it was. And definitely still the same color.
Perfect.
This one's purple, I can feel it.
That tastes purple.
Axel.
I'm gonna try my hand again. I'm gonna try my hand at handing this guy so he can make a strength saving throw. Por favor.
Cool beans. How does a 12 go?
Not good. So this hand reaches out, flaming, grabs this. It's larger than the hand is actually, so it grabs it by like the ankle. And it's going to take 2d6 fire damage, and it is restrained.
Okay.
That's max damage, dub 6, 12. Feels good.
All right.
And then you can repeat this. You can use your action to make a strength saving check against my spell DC on your turn.
Sounds good.
To try and break the hold.
Yeah. Well, it's specifically an action where you make a strength save.
Yeah.
Like a contested grapple check.
Yeah, that's part of the Maximilian's grass, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, that's a fucking cool spell.
This hand comes up and takes hold of the feet here. Maybe perhaps the weaker point of this creature. Maybe not as moist as where you tried slapping it earlier. Who knows? And the fire catches easily as bits of bark and other things start to crumble away as his words kind of like stop in response to...
Oh, he's going to have the weirdest pain yell.
Yell out basically a roar. It's really deep and rumbly and long. And you can see like the posturing of anger like go in as his arms and fingers kind of like go out quite menacingly. And he has to make a strength save again.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure 24 will beat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good.
His foot kind of like smashes down on the fire, taking it out beneath him, and just the ground kind of sizzling as he then continues to make his way towards the fountain. He has to go around it still, right?
I would think. Yeah, it's still no.
No, he would be by the side of it because he didn't move it. So
he's past it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now he can go 15 feet
So you
forward.
can move forward uninhibited, and it can't make an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Thanks, wizards.
But he doesn't seem to head towards you, Axel. He heads towards the fountain, 15 feet. He's still got like another 15 feet towards you, Balfour. What are you... Titania. Working on the thing.
Oh, yes, I will roll my with advantage because I'm getting helped by another bird. -4 strength check.
Well, bless is only for attacks and saving rolls.
Oh.
It's only for attacks and saving. Yeah. Okay, so we got an 18 -4 is 14.
Yeah, the birds are struggling a lot with their task as they try to like scratch around the stone. You can hear it, Mac, as they're like fluttering about, trying to get at it. Perhaps it's a little too fine detailed for their little claws to try and work around. Balfour.
This will turn the two birds. They take off their hard hats and they sit down on a bench next to the stone and they eat sandwich and they go, "Yeah, it's a hell of a job."
Yeah, should have quoted more.
Can you describe to me the table that's been set up? There are snacks and things in there?
That table that is about 60 or so feet away from you guys. Hard to tell what's on top of it. It's about 10, 12 feet up from the ground. You guys are 5 feet creatures. It looks like a table meant for this huge creature in front of you.
Yeah, this is like kind of Alice in Wonderland, like just a little.
Specifically, is there like a cake? I feel like there's a cake at this event. What's the main item on that table at this event?
You cannot see it from where you are. You are too little to see on top of that table.
So I'm 7 feet tall, so 3 feet higher. You could dunk a basketball. I could dunk a basketball.
It's a large table. You can't see onto the table, though.
What she's saying is you cannot see food from where you're standing.
I can see bowls, though. Can I see, like surface? It's not so... It wouldn't be so high up that my angle, 60 feet away, I wouldn't be able to see something on top of it. Bowls, plates, things like that.
You also want to try and look past the giant tree men, so you're either going to have to move a little bit to look around him and jump.
I'll move 15 feet to his side where I'm still 10 feet away, but toward that table is what I'll do. So I'm about 45 feet away now. Is that right?
From the table?
Yes. You said I was 60 feet. I've moved 15 feet toward that.
15 feet toward that would also put you within threatened range of him. So imagine you're going to go around.
Put you right in front of the guy.
Yeah, he's got 10-foot reach.
That's fine.
Well, he's also 15 feet away from Balfour, so Balfour moves 15 feet forward.
Yeah, this table. I need to know what's on this table.
Okay.
A bowl, like something. Does it look like dishes?
You do your little hop to see what's up on top of this table. It doesn't seem like anything is on top of this table, but another tiny table with a couple small chairs. And perhaps maybe something on the top of the smaller table.
Cool. Here's what I'll do. I will summon an unseen servant as an action onto the bigger table near the smaller table. And I'll have him, as a bonus action, perform his move and push the chairs off of both the tables onto the ground.
The small chairs. Push the small chairs off. Yeah.
The small chairs, obviously. Yeah, that's what he can push.
It would be one chair for an action, but he can definitely do one of the chairs.
And then I'll free speech to this big tree. Oh no, the party's going to be ruined. And that's my turn.
He'll start with a your. And we'll continue on his turn when it gets there. Mac.
I want to, I'm sitting on this beautiful statue. I want to use my dagger with me's assistance.
Yes.
To attempt to remove it. Okay, so we got a 14 and we got a 16.
It was a little trickier this time, but with just a little bit of the right little wobble movement, you were able to pop it out. But just barely. As you get the stone out of this eyeball.
I put that into my pocket and
the
then
water
I jump over to the
again.
third one.
Still black stuff coming out, as well as the other one towards you. Or behind you from where you came from. And you go out to check out on the birds and their attempts. And as you're going around this little spot, you do notice the bowl in the center here, and you can kind of see on top.
Yeah, between the... Yeah.
There seems to be like little spikes coming out from inside the bowl, but since you are quickly doing other things, that's as much as you get without investigating.
Sure. So I'm on the other frog.
You're on
Next
the other
turn, I'm
frog.
going to take that gem.
Axel.
And then Sora will use her turn to help Titania.
Excellent.
Team Bird's gonna get this one, I believe.
Go
in.
Team Bird. They're trying. Axel.
For my turn, I'm just gonna move Maximilian's hand in front of the tree again.
Okay.
What a good
He's out of
move.
range.
I love it.
And then Titania's gonna try to get the rock.
Does the hand not do its action to try and grab, or is it just you have to move it and can't do a thing yet?
As an action, I can either grab or I can move.
Oh, okay. I was making sure.
So I had to use my action to pop him, and then next turn, because he can't get away,
can't get
because I'm
away.
in front of him, he'll be within the 10-foot reach.
Oh, he could get away, but he'd have to go the other direction, which is still fine.
He could.
In my mind,
He could run like a
Balfour's in the other
bitch.
direction, or Axel's in the other direction. This is the choice he's got with this thing in front of him.
He's getting stacked up.
Oh, you're playing a
and then,
game of pickle with a god. I love it.
Team Birds.
Team Birds, how are they doing?
They got to get at least a 19 on the die. Oh, here we go. That's a 13 on the die. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they try and, but it's really hard. This might be too fine
Is that
for
with
their
advantage?
And is that with the
Yeah,
+4 to attack?
Okay. Well, hey, chill. No, it's not an attack.
Yeah, Team Bird trying. They really are. Maybe they're kind of like having a little Angry Bird squabbles.
Sora, calm down.
I'll use my free
what you did
action to be like, Mac, don't get the last one. Save it for the birds. They need to get their confidence up.
Okay.
Now this god can continue forward at a pace of 10 feet on the other side. He's going to jump.
Actually, no. He goes to try and
I've got
hit
mad
Balfour.
hops.
Why?
You're within his reach.
I know, but the party. What about the chair?
He said,
the party's falling apart.
"Yeah, no. He started
My
off
spell
with
slot.
you're already ruined," and then stops off there. Right? He's slow. However, first natural one during combat, I believe. He tries to go for Balfour, but his movements are strange and misses him greatly. And his arm and fingers that are clawed and kind of like expand come down and kind of hit himself because he got crit self.
Ouch, my bones. The only thing stronger than me is me. If I punch myself and it hurts, am I weak or strong?
Yes.
But he seems to hurt himself as some more wood and grasses and foliage start to crumble off of him. But he'll then move back up to try and block you, Balfour, from going to the table, perhaps? And stand in
You
your way.
can't have my snacks.
Little does he know on his turn there's going to be a big fiery finger poking on his shoulder like, forget about me.
And he only moves a little 10 feet to get right back in front of Balfour, like center to center. Balfour, your turn.
Yeah, so Balfour doesn't attack first, usually, unless he's attacked now. He's just defending himself. And he's going to do the winding river stance. And so he's going to attempt to go and grapple this creature, because he's large, right? One size larger?
He is huge. This is a huge creature.
Yeah.
So can't do that.
He cannot.
Correct.
He's about 15 or so feet tall, give or take. Probably give.
Let's say Balfour's pretty large, right?
He's
7
a medium
foot.
creature.
Which is what you just said.
Gosh. When do you become a large creature?
When you're
What's
in
the
charge.
distinguish between 7 and 15?
When you're not a player character, because wizards won't let any player character races be anything other than medium or
Yep.
small.
Oh, this D&D 1 is going to change everything. Not.
5.5
All right.
If I can't be a gargantuan creature, I don't want to fucking play D&D.
We're all gargantuan. And they just make the monsters bigger. Colossal. Okay. Fine. Then,
You can still grapple him. You just jump onto him.
Oh, you could jump onto him, like piggyback style.
You monster hunter him.
I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow of the Colossus him.
Fine. I'm just going to mace him.
Yeah, sure. You take out your mace.
Or attempt to mace him,
You
anyway.
attempt to.
That's a 13 to hit.
You go and use your mace to try and walk across this fellow, and you hear a thud of it against him, but your mace seems to bounce off as if it had done nothing.
Okay. Well, then I will use bonus action and have my unseen servant knock another chair off. Little tiny chair coming off.
Yeah, this kid is pushed off the table and onto the floor, a little splatter of wood.
Oh,
Great. Party's going.
and we're gonna trash your fucking hotel room, you idiot.
That's my turn.
Oh, I can't wait to cast my unseen servant up there. We're gonna fucking flip that table. Flip the little table off the big
But
table.
as you trash this party, we will end the episode and find out what happens next.
This episode's name is
Food
Party Trashers.
Party trashers? I love it. Let's do it. Who is saving Chainsaw?
All right, pretty sure it's still Feed My Starving Children. Am I fucked up?
No,
Let me
it's
look.
not. We're in October.
Oh, that means it's UNICEF. Of course, we're trick-or-treating for UNICEF. Hey, guys, join us.
Hey.
Join us in doing that. Let me remember what UNICEF stands for. I'll talk about them a little bit, even. It's the United Nations International Children's Fund. And so, again, we're all about the children. We're all about supporting the children. We just fed the starving children. This is going to support children's education, children's health, protection and amnesty, emergency response. UNICEF does all kinds of great stuff all around the world. They're really worthwhile charity, and also you trick or treat for them. So that makes them the best charity because it's the Halloween charity. So we'll be rolling for them now, and we rolled a spooky 17.
Spooky 17.
A haunted 17.
The scariest version of a 17. Cool. Now on to me.
Yeah.
I want to take a moment to give praise to all of the fine patrons that we have. And you're all fine patrons. Not just fine, but fine.
Please stop coming onto our patrons.
Fine. Like 9 out of 10s. Most
So
of
fine, you blow my mind.
Some of you are 11, so take that win.
I won't name them, but these are all the 11s. Ariri, the Woolsinator, Asherman, Fusilier, looks like it's French.
Fusilier.
Sir Clem, Fusilier, Eldritch Warrior, Spaztastic, Stoolbox, Yuzi, Tasty Pasty, Imagineer vs. Gaming, Lobo, Lycolas, Tillmansager, Snooze Sketchbook, NYC Gamer, Wolfinator, Inverted Zebra, Jake the Ripper, Nekava, Dweez, and Abon? I don't know what that is, but hey, you guys are all 11s. Thank you for being patrons. And if you want to be a patron, you can go to our Patreon in the show notes here, and for as little as $1, get a bunch of extra content, and then join us in our Discord.
And we'll be waiting for you.
We'll be
Yeah, we will.
We'll be waiting for you.
Hope, stars, and wishes, guys.
Okay. Spooky. Are we doing that, or are we doing the feedback thing?
I'm going to do it next one because this one's already an hour and 20.
Super long? Got it.
Respect. I want to give stars to Abon for talking real slow.
You did commit to
I do
that
that every episode.
My wife would hate this.
It's my favorite.
I mean, I get it. I will give stars to Devin because I like that when he went to fuck up the god, he gave himself a cool little like fighting stance. I was cool with that. I like that.
It's an ultimate final technique.
Winding
Yeah, but it's different. It's a fighting.
Yeah, no,
stance.
it's original for sure. I get
it's
it.
It's not all just derivative of your work, okay?
Well, actually,
Yeah, you got a good point there.
I really hope that this tree has more
What a time to break up.
respect for personal property, and like he's there for the host, but apparently doesn't care about the stuff going on around him, just wants to fight people. I hope that we can befriend this thing and turn its attitude around.
See how it goes. You
I'm
guys
trying to give my high
One might
five
say
all fucking
maybe we
combat.
can turn his frown upside down.
He doesn't have a frown, but yeah.
Not yet. He hasn't seen those chairs.
Oh,
He ought to go get some extra arms if he wants my fucking mercy.
Yeah. I like to give stars out to my players. Before session, I sent reminders out for everybody, and everybody came through with stuff. So, congrats to you guys. I love our communication.
We did it,
It's a
gang.
great time. We did it.
Nailed it.
All right, like we always say,
We love you.
We love you.
we love you.
Boy.
Bye.
Arrivederci.